very good afternoon, and on the 13th day of February 2025. Once again, my name is Patricia Lokoma-Mpango. I'm here to bring you what's making headlines this afternoon. Let's delve into it. The Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development has launched 3 programs under the Children's Rights and Violence Prevention Fund. The programs include the prevention of violence against children and young people, the Adolescent Girls Power Program, and empowering youth through data and community development initiatives. Let's hear more in this report.
In an effort to enhance digital accessibility, the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance is distributing tablets to unprivileged communities to assist children who do not have access to computers in schools. 170 tablets were handed over to residents of Kalongo village in Kalungu district.
Kufuna so nsaba olwali abatagenda kutwala simu waka baberenga babeera n'essuubi nti ate gavumenti maaso bwe naleeta enteekateeka neeyongeramu abala bajja kufuna. Njagala nga mmaliriza nange okussaayo okusaba kwange akasomero kaffe kano nga bw'okalaba maama PS ng'olwaleero Kalungu ke kasomero olwayo n'omwana ali mu P1 twagala n'abeera ng'ensi bwe yafuuka ng'ali ku mutimbagano.
The Permanent Secretary, Minister for ICT and National Guidance, Dr. Amina Zawede, highlighted the significance of this initiative in providing access to technology for children in remote areas.
In Uganda, we have a population of over 30 million people below the age of 30 years old, and our average age is 15 years to 16 years old. So you find that the children mainly in S2, S3, S1, P7, P6 do not have these gadgets. So the aim is to ensure that these children have access to the devices that we have given to their homes. But we have been encouraging the parents and the communities to be able to protect these devices from harm. In terms of physical damage, we have protected them with a cover that is very hard.
Each tablet comes with 6 months of free data and a solar panel to ensure uninterrupted use. The selection of beneficiary villages is conducted by the district officials, ensuring that they have the necessary network accessibility.
It was based on, we mapped out the whole country and then looked at poverty thresholds, which are the most poverty sub-counties across the country. So once we get the sub-counties, then we go and say, we go to the district. And then we ask the district, of this, on this sub-county, which village do you think? Because first we do not know. Though we have the statistics at the sub-county level, we do not have at village level. And we also decided that once we give a village, we give the whole village. And we know that the estimated number of households in a village, about between 150 to 190.
Batacom Africa, the official distributor of these gadgets, emphasized the timely intervention of this initiative, which aims to uplift communities that have been lagging behind in digital adoption.
We have put applications, multilingual applications on these devices, like ICT for Farmers, where you can find every single farming project that you can imagine. There's information, free access to that information. Most of these applications can actually work offline, and they can also work online. But we are lucky that for those that work online, the Uganda Communications Commission and the government of Uganda and them have access to free internet on their numbers, on their telephone numbers, which we're recording.
District officials urged beneficiaries to utilize the tablets responsibly for education and development purposes. A total of 19,000 gadgets have been distributed since the inception of the program.
Well, we do apologize. That was not the story about Ministry of Gender. That was a story about digital accessibility, where the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance through Uganda Communications Uganda Communications Commission is advancing digital acceleration, the agenda that will help distribute tablets to communities in the hard-to-reach areas. So we get back to the Ministry of Gender story, where the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development has launched 3 programs under the Children's Rights and Violence Prevention Fund. The programs include the prevention of violence against children and young people, the Adolescent Girl Power Program, and also a way to empower youth through data and community development initiatives.
Approach.
The 3 programs align with government's objectives for goals.
Objectives that we have been targeting as government is how should we be able to have Ugandans employed. And this program, as so far for the last, since its launch to date, has employed over 150,000 youth in this country, and it's actually spread in the other parts of the country. We have it in Masaka, we have in other places, and they still look forward to be able to take it up to another level.
The programs aim payments through savings, loan associations, and digitalization.
The VSLA group will be registered, legally registered, and the digitization training, and the banks will provide them loan to the VSLA groups. It's not individual loan, it's a group loan. That group loan supports young people to establish their own businesses or to expand their businesses if they have any, or employment opportunity.
This will also bridge the gender balance gaps in communities that has been affecting the partners of CRVPF on grassroots.
This program, we've had a gap of working with girls alone. But in this case, we are going to work with parents themselves. We're also going to work with the boys in the communities. We are also going to work with other key stakeholders that are going to make a complete girl in the community, and also empower this girl not only with life skills, but also have a complete girl with economic empowerment, who is going to sustain herself even after the program. And that is what we are looking at as a program.
We are really, really excited and optimistic about the launch of the coordinated programs, because it will help us to reach more people in our communities, in the grassroots, but also to avoid duplication of resources.
Winnie Ainembabas Katwire for UBC.
Now, in a bid to equip students with practical skills for the modern job market, schools have emphasized the importance of integrating vocational training into the lower secondary school curricula. This crucial step aims to empower young people to become job creators rather than jobs.
New to us, we've always been seeing changes every single day. We see things changing from this to that, and finally we have what we have today. Today we stand to say thank you to our teachers for the help and always guiding us, because we wouldn't have made it this far without them. And with the new curriculum, we are still hoping to continue with it to its advancement.
We performed well. I generally performed well with an A, 5 B's and 2 C's.
I'm Beja Angel. I'm from I set my exams from St. Chisto, and I'm very happy I performed well.
Performance for the students has been very good. Actually, it has been exceptionally very good, and I want to thank the students of 2024. They have represented us well, and we thank God. Above all, I want to thank God for this great performance. I want to thank a team of teachers, the hard-working teachers. I want to thank my students for being so committed, for the hard work that have at least resulted into these great results. I thank them.
Now, relatedly, the new lower secondary school curriculum is already delivering positive outcomes. At Crested Secondary School in Makindye, all 124 candidates achieved grade A and B. The school's principal, Canon Lydia Ibingira, credits the success to the effective impact of the curriculum.
Uganda certificate education schools across the country are celebrating their success under the new curriculum, with many enrolling students in grade 1, something they say has come after many struggles. Canon Lydia Ibingira, the principal of Crested Secondary School in Machinde, credits the achievement of teamwork and parental involvement, which she believes should be the core focus on the new curriculum.
I think we are thanking God for these very good results. This is a new curriculum, and what we expected is what we've got. Students have performed very well. You know, everyone has passed. We have 100% pass. So we are here celebrating and thanking God. That's why we are here, and we are excited to see that all our students, all our 124 students who sat on this center have been able to get result 1. As if that is not enough, many of the students have got A's, and in this new curriculum, A stands for extraordinary.
Students were equally excited about their performance, viewing it as a stepping stone to A level and beyond.
I'm happy for my results because I passed. I got an A in math and the rest are B's. Yeah, I thank God for that.
Results are back, but I think I've excelled because I've got 3 A's and on the rest are B's, no C and below. What made me pass is I invested in a lot of time and made a lot of research. Even our teachers gave us gave us most of their time.
With results like this, the new curriculum is already proving to be a success story.
Now, despite negative perceptions of government schools, particularly rural seeds schools, they have excelled in the recent released UCE results by UNEB. Namungo Seed School in Mityana district stands out with all 150 candidates who sat for the 2024 UCE scored grades A, B and C, making it one of the best performing schools in the district.
It was a moment of joy and celebration at the newly constructed Namungo Seed School in Mityana district as the school celebrated its success in the UCE 2024 results released by UNEB. This rural government seed school, as Flavia Nabisubi, saw all 150 candidates registered for UCE 2024 score A, B and C, ranking it among the best schools in Mityana district and nearby areas. The school's performance has helped to dispel the negative attitudes and criticism directed at government schools, particularly rural seed schools across the country. Headmistress Nabisobi encouraged parents to continue supporting government seed schools, highlighting that these schools are well equipped with professional teachers and commending the government for its support.
I want to encourage and advise the public out there. Most of them have a negative attitude towards government schools, especially us, the seed schools. We are in the village, Namungo, community sub-county, but our results speak it all. We have qualified staff members. We have a fence which has improved the security. This fence was given by the government.
With grades A, B and C, with the majority excelling in science subjects. Headmistress Princess Nakayenga Amina said this was their first time sitting for the UCE exams and attributed their performance to the Almighty Allah.
Was really outstanding, or what I can say, it was exceptional. Alhamdulillah. My students performed very well. All the students who sat for UCE performed very well because my teachers did their best. Really, as being the new curriculum, everyone wasn't so certain about what is going to happen. But alhamdulillah, my students performed with A's, B's, and in my school, sciences were done mostly compared to arts.
At Michana Modern Senior Secondary School, educationists have commended the government's new curriculum, calling it timely in addressing the new unemployment burden for a better future. Headmaster Joseph Sekanabi said that over 186 candidates excelled, with all scoring A and B and a significant performance excelling in science subjects. He attributed this success to teamwork, hard work and professionalism among the teachers.
The results were excellent. Everyone passed in result 1. He scored a number of A's and B's. I was so happy. First of all, I attribute this to the Almighty God. We're very prayerful here. 2, to teamwork. And then lastly, to the learners themselves. They're very hard working.
Salongo Kasibante compiled the story for UBC.
Now at just 17 minutes past 1 o'clock, we're going to take a short break, but we will return with more new lunchtime news. Stay with us.
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo.
Abantu be Buloba mwenna olunaku olwaleero tuli wammwe wano ku St Paul Kindergarten nga tukuze kukola ki tuze kuwa muzadde waffe eyawangudde school fees za mwaka mulamba. Kyeyakoze jogajoga yasasuza school fees we n'akozesa school pay bw'atyo n'awangula.
Nasooka kwogera amannya ga mwana mulala ngenda okuwulira ng'asiriikiridde nenooza tiwakinzizemu si kituufu ne mugamba nyinawo abaana babiri kyava mbuza omulala y'ani ne mubuulira amannya ge n'angamba oyo oli muwanguzi waffe ne MTN Momo wawangudde school fees.
Option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You are now entered the draw to win school fees for your child for a whole year.
Looking for instant excitement? The Uganda National Lottery Spin for Cash game is now available online. Wherever you are, you can join the excitement for just 500, 1,000 and 2,000 Uganda shillings. Don't miss out. Register now on www.nationallottery.go.ug for a chance to win your share of 2 billion instantly. What are you waiting for? Play Spin for Cash now, anytime, anywhere. Ituba is the proud operator of the Uganda National Lottery.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
Government of Uganda presents Post Buses in Uganda, operated by Posta Uganda. We specialize in professional transport, courier and vehicle hire services across Uganda. Our routes include Kampala Masaka Mbarara Kabale Chisoro, Kampala Mukono Jinja Mbale via Tirinyi Road Soroti Lira, and Kampala Luero Kamudini Gulu Kitgum. Our main offices are located at the Post Office Head Office on Kampala Road, with booking services available at counters 23 and 24 at the General Post Office. You can also book at designated district post offices along our routes. For inquiries or bookings, please contact us on 0751 684 184. Posta Uganda. We deliver trust.
Welcome back from that short break, and of course let's delve into the world of business. Now in Kenya, of course still within the East African territory, EcoPrint Generation, a Kenyan tech company, is using plastic waste to print 3D models that are enhancing learning experience for some college students while using sustainable solutions to preserve the environment. Let's hear more in this report.
Plastic waste accounts for 10 to 12% of all solid waste in Kenya. According to the United Nations Environmental Programme, a Kenyan tech company is using plastic waste to print 3D models that help college students with their learning while reducing damage to the environment. Mohammed Yusuf reports from Nairobi.
These 3D models are made from recycled plastic waste. A 3D image is designed and uploaded into a machine, which then prints the desired model. EcoPrints Generation, a company in Mombasa, produces the models. They start with plastic pellets, which are heated at a steady temperature to produce filaments. The filaments are then fed into the 3D printer to produce various models. The demand for these models is growing, especially in the education sector.
Most of the people who have needed the use of the filament and the 3D printing products have used them to teach and educate learners. It's a visual aid which is better as compared to just drawing a diagram on a blackboard or a whiteboard.
The recycled plastic, the company processes the waste by breaking it into small pieces, then cleaning and sorting it by color and quality. Some of that plastic is then melted and turned into the pellets used for 3D printing. One of the EcoPrints key customers is Kenya Coast National Polytechnic, a college in Mombasa. Architectural students there use 3D models made from recycled plastic to showcase house structures and surrounding features like trees, cars and people. These 3D models have made teaching easier for lecturers and improved students' understanding of their coursework.
The 3D models, it has really helped us, as every time it comes in exam, it is really easy for you to remember what to do and what you have been taught by the teacher.
As education and teaching methods change, these young innovators see a chance to grow their business by using plastic waste to benefit students, the environment and their communities. For now, EcoPrint Generation prints only small and medium-sized objects, but they have ambitions to print bigger ones, such as a house that architecture students can use for their studies. Mohammed Yusuf, VOA News, Mombasa, Kenya.
And on the international scene, parents and children who reside in Goma, an eastern city in the Democratic Republic of Congo, have expressed fears of returning to school after M23 rebels seized control of the North Kivu capital and ordered for a resumption of classes, despite some schools still experiencing the effect of the fighting between the rebels and the nation's army. Let's hear more.
It's the start of the day at Mama Mule's school in Goma, but only 23 students of the usual 1,200 trickle in for class. The clashes between M23 rebels and Congolese forces have left families displaced, and despite a call from the rebels for schools to resume normal operations, parents are fearful of sending their children back. Explosions have left gaping holes in the roof, and school buses are littered with bullet holes. School director Rose Victorine Sudila Mwembo says the damage done is both physical and mental.
Our school was badly hit. I don't know if you've seen the other side. Even the buses that transported students were damaged. When you arrive here, you wonder, will life ever return to normal? Will the children be able to focus on their lessons after everything they have witnessed? The bomb fragments, the destruction, seeing where the bullets landed. Will the students truly settle back into their routines? We ask ourselves these questions because it's not easy. Even we, the staff, feel scared. How will we continue with the children? Only God knows.
The disruption comes after intense fighting in Goma, the region's largest city, which fell into the hands of M23 rebels at the end of January. Congo alleges the rebels are backed by Rwanda, a claim Rwanda denies. Some schools, including Mama Mule's, have been used as refuge centres for displaced families, further complicating efforts to restore normalcy. Before the fighting, students were approaching the end of exams. Mwembo says parents now call to say they've moved their traumatised children to safer places, and some aren't even in the city anymore.
lily flower.
The small seed.
The syllabus of beauty, the power bank of my heart, the sugar of my milk tea.
I'm glad you're here. Today buy for us some chicken.
No problem. You can eat whatever you want. I had already ordered. How much?
122.
122. Now, what if I take this one and this one? And can I also borrow this one? How much now?
When your money is not enough, don't hassle. We're sorting it with MTN Momo. Use the Momo app or dial *165 *5# to add call with Momo Advance and pay. The Uganda People's Defense Forces proudly announces the launch of the first ever UPDF CDF Interforces Drill Competition as we honor the spirit of unity, discipline and teamwork. This historic competition will feature individual and team drill routines, synchronization and formation changes, an inter-service championship and many more exciting activities and awards to be won. The launch of the first edition of the UPDF CDF Interforces Drill Competition will take place on the 15th February 2025 from 8 a.m. at the Uganda People's Defense Forces Sports Stadium in Bombo. The guest of honor will be the Chief of Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, alongside other high-profile guests. The launch event will kickstart a series of activities leading up to the main competition, which will take place from the 12th to the 14th May 2025. For more details, please call 0392 947455. Long live the Uganda People's Defense Forces.
Now, before we sign out, let us look at what's happening in the world of sports. Organizers of the Rwenzori Marathon boast of impacting tourists' numbers in Rwenzori region up to about 10,000 visitors in 2024 marathon in Kasese. Minister Godfrey Kabyanga presided over the event and highlighted the increasing numbers of tourist visits in the hospitality sector, specifically in Kasese.
To celebrate lives and
so when Taskalite Rwenzori Marathon came, it sort of resurrected and energized the growth of the town. And that's why you see now, since 2022, there are so many hotels which have come up, just targeting the Rwenzori Marathon. And you see now the town has changed completely. Even the roads have already changed under USMID. We got money, and I think when you go there this year, you will really enjoy Kasese. It's now vast. We support you for about 3 reasons. One reason, we are culturally and emotionally attached to the Rwenzoris.
We'll also be focusing on climate mitigation and climate resilience. We have already been planting trees for 3 years, and that we will continue to do, because it's important for the long term.
We're willing to continue walking the journey with you. We have seen where the opportunities are, so and I know, as the gentleman said earlier, the focus for this year will be a lot on climate change. And we have seen the numbers. I think from an awareness perspective, we presented something like 43% of the people are aware of the objective on climate change. So clearly there's a lot of opportunity where we can work along, and we'll work together.
round of applause for Standard Chartered.
Well, thank you so much for allowing us into your lunchtime space. My name is Patricia Lukoma Mpango. We'll meet again at 8 and 10. See you later.